So the lesson we're on right now is Q4, and Q4 is where you are looking at a paragraph that has a main idea focused through the whole thing, and you're finding the sentence that does not fit with that main idea. So we will try this out with a few of them. Eugenie Clark was a scientist who was known as the Shark Lady. So there's the main idea sentence. So that means the whole thing is about that, doesn't it? In the 1940s and 1950s, when few women worked in science, she became an expert in sharks. Mako sharks and sandbar sharks can be found in the Atlantic Ocean. Dr. Clark loved teaching others about sharks and other exciting creatures of the oceans. She also wrote books and articles about sharks, but mostly she loved diving under the sea to study sharks. So the sentence that didn't fit in kind of stuck out pretty strongly, didn't it? And so which one would that be? Which one was not talking about the main idea, which was in fact the Shark Lady? So this first sentence is talking about the Shark Lady. So was the second sentence. The next sentence is Mako sharks and sandbar sharks can be found in the Atlantic Ocean. Was that talking about her? No. That's probably the sentence that doesn't fit. And then the next sentence was Dr. Clark, and the last sentence was she. And both of the last sentences were talking about she, so they were all talking about Dr. Clark. So it looks like it is this one. So notice how we cross that one out, and then we'll hit submit, and we got it right. So here's another one. We're reading this paragraph about which stars can help you find which way is north. And so we're finding the one sentence that doesn't fit the topic sentence. So if you're in North America, you can find stars in the night sky that tell you which way is north. If you look carefully, you can see planets in the night sky as well. To find north, start by locating a group of stars called the Big Dipper. You can spot this group of 7 bright stars because it's shaped like a ladle or a large spoon. The 2 stars to the end of the dipper point to the North Star. This star, also called Polaris, always points north in the night sky. So one of those sentences was not talking about how you can find north from using the stars as a guide. So which one was that? What do you think? So the first sentence was about stars. The next one was about planets. And then we're talking about stars and stars and stars and stars. So which one was it? Yep, pretty plain as day that it was this planet one. So this is kind of a fun one. You're just looking for the sentence that doesn't fit with the main idea. Now this skill is so important because in our writing, we're also making sure that our paragraphs have focus and you don't meander off onto some other tangent when really your focus is what your main idea is telling you. So we'll do this one last one. It's about where sugar comes from. The sugar in your favorite candy actually comes from plants. Most sugar comes from either sugar cane or sugar beets. Sugar cane is a tall green plant that grows in tropical areas such as Hawaii and Thailand. The sugar beet is a root vegetable that grows underground in colder climates. Both plants contain sweet juice. The juice is removed and boiled until solid pieces of sugar appear. Unfortunately, eating too much sugar can lead to problems with your teeth. So in this case, they're all talking about sugar in one way, but the focus is where sugar comes from. So which sentence didn't talk about where sugar comes from? So the first sentence is about sugar coming from plants, and then it was sugar cane and sugar beets, and then it's more about sugar cane, where sugar comes from. Yep, sugar beets. And both plants contain sweet juice. Yep, the juice is removed and boiled and solid pieces of sugar appear. So far they are all talking about where sugar comes from. How about the last sentence? Unfortunately, eating too much sugar can lead problems to your teeth, with your teeth. And so that's not talking about where sugar comes from, is it? So kind of like what I'm doing, you might want to sort of read it out loud to yourself, because then that sentence that doesn't fit in really stands out. And the other thing is really read the directions, because it's saying that this paragraph is about where sugar comes from. plus the main idea tells that as well. So there we go. So that's how you're going to do those in Q4. It's another important strategy. It's going to help you become a careful reader like all of these lessons do. And it also is going to help you realize that not only when you're reading, you're sensing and thinking about the main idea, but also when you write, you're going to make sure that every sentence points to that main idea. So it's a really cool lesson to do. So good luck on this one. Do good thinking.